exist. Moves that Kazuya doesn't even get.
Hit you with what is it, back up tilt or whatever?
Yeah, back up tilt.
Dude, the character has so like it's kind of cool in theory, but then like you look at like hitbox sheets or whatever, and you're like, I didn't even know he had these moves. Like, what do you mean? Like, oh, okay, we're going right back into it. Sorry.
What's a Tombstone Crusher? Anyway. Jen and Mr. E. This is a classic coming through.
God damn, this is gonna be a fire set for sure. I feel like I've seen these two play a pretty decent amount of times while commentating for Collision, so kind of excited to see it now, like on a big stage here at King. But right now, starting things off on Town City, a new stage right now for our block here.
Okay, so Jen getting here with an upset over Mr. Thugs. Into Mr. E. So yeah, that's a good win. 3-1-2 in the Junior Palu matchup.
It's kind of interesting that we're at an era where we have to talk about Bowser Jr. as a character, but
hey, I'm here for it, bro. I love that little guy.
Hey, I'm happy for this era in Smash that we have a few top contender Bowser Juniors and we have a Zelda in the top 150.
Yeah. As it stands, though, one of the two green-haired anime princesses is doing a little better, and that is Lucina. 66% and a stock over the 75% that Jen is at right now. Mr. E, a tried-and-true veteran of this game, showing just how tried-and-true it is with some of the simplest gameplay, getting a second stock off that down smash tech chase.
You know, Jen kind of struggling to, like, get the sort of momentum going for the kind of character that Palu is. Like, I feel like Mr. E also just knows this matchup really, really well. Like, if you played the game during 2019, you had to fight through waves and waves of Palus here. And right now, it's not looking like Gen is kind of making Mr. E work right now for, like, that kind of matchup experience.
This is for sure a battle-hardened Mr. E. Palutena, like you said, very, very prominent at the start of the game. Fell off, still a couple of top players. I'm pretty sure Mr. E has a set against Louis Money. Probably. Yeah, I'm gonna hedge my bet on that, but I'd say so. But back air, gonna finish the thought for me before we even get there. That's game one going to Mr. E.
Yeah, JV3 to start things off here, and Mr. E making it work right here, man. Lucina, not a character we see very often. It's kind of interesting that we talk about Bowser Jr. more than this character, but still, dude, Lucina, Mr. E kind of making it work.
Yeah. And going back quickly to Jen's win over Mr. E, someone in chat just mentioned as a junior main, Palu is one of his worst 5 matchups, and the result doesn't surprise them. And I remember, if I'm not mistaken, Palu neutral air can just cause the thing where Junior doesn't get his cart back. So I actually fully understand why that match went to Jen.
And also with the what is it, like the cart armor, or not the cart armor, the like his hurt boxes have different like damage.
Yes, the 125, 75, 125 if you hit him, 75 if you hit the cart.
I wouldn't be surprised if having good rising aerials also matters a lot in that matchup.
Probably, yeah, because it does. I believe it gives more to the 125. Like if you'd hit both, it gives the 125.
Oh, it's like it out prioritizes it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that checks out.
Yeah, and more junior mains popping in saying, yeah, that matchup is ass. All right, well, game 2 here on Small Battlefield. Closer than we've seen at the start here.
Gen is it Gen or Jen? I'm just keep saying Jen, but Jen.
It's Jen? I could be wrong.
I don't know, man. I saw him at Luminal City, Miami, and I heard it pronounced 2 different ways every single time.
I've heard both too, so I don't know.
I'm gonna say Gen, like generation. That's what I'm assuming it is. But you know, Jen making some really solid moves right here. Already not looking like a repeat of game 1 at all right here.
56% on the second stock for Mr. E. Jen holding on to this first stock fairly well, using a little bit of projectile game, trying to keep some space here. Getting the up B back to stage. The get up attack too, gonna get you a little bit more percent, and holding on through the back air. This first stock refuses to go away, finally gonna get cut down at ledge.
Yeah, that drop down double jump habit finally getting caught by Mr. E, and now not gonna get the edge guard there with the explosive flame. Not gonna get the ledge trap either. Mr. E playing really patient right here at ledge and finally able to get back to center stage here.
We talked about how we talk about Junior more than Lucina in the current meta, and I think part of it is Lucina is very straightforward, which some people might find boring, but to me, I think it's always interesting to watch. You live and die, and in the case of Mr. E, die right there on that stock, by your fundamentals.
It's a very fundamentals-based character, and not to say that Fundies doesn't really make it work, but I feel like why would you rely on fundamentals when you could just rely on, like, you know, the other strengths your character has, no?
Oh my god.
Damn, almost a JV3 the other direction here now. This set just got a whole lot more interesting after that game 1.
Yeah, just a jab to undo it, but Jen, after what looked like a very dominant game 1, even more dominant than what we saw from Phantom Zomba, like, I was like, okay, this is just going to be a quick 3-0. No, Jen shutting any ideas of that down, showing that this is going to be far, far more interesting.
Yeah, the set is far from over. Best of 5 kind of making it work right here. Those first 2 games were a little bit of a download for other players, it seems.
And now, changing up the stage again, going to Smashville in Game 3 here.
We might get the very rare opportunity to see a set, or a Game 5 set where all 5 games are on different stages. I hope that happens.
Please. I haven't seen a game of that since Brawl, man. Please, I'm begging you.
Alright, but right now, still sort of playing a solid neutral right here. It feels like neither player really gotten a strong sort of hit. Yeah, I mean, there's a little bit of percent lead, but it's nothing too major for a character like Lucina.
And I do like the counter pick here, too. Sword lets you cover a lot of ground on this small stage, just with your wide sweeping motions. Palutena gets some okay benefits out of it, but usually likes those bigger blast zones, usually likes options where you can do larger aerial combos with platforms. Smashville only gives you the one platform, of course. There is some cheese you can get with some neutral air trains across stage at low percent, but as it stands, we are not seeing that right now. Mr. E getting very good usage out of this counter pick.
Yeah, I do feel like this is a very solid Lucina favorite, like you said, and with that sword, again, just covering so much space right now. It's kind of looking difficult for Jen to get in here.
Ooh, and a nice back roll there, too. Throws coming into the picture now. There we go. The platform cancels. I've been waiting for those to come out. And that is another tiny benefit that you get with Smashville. It's a little bit more pronounced than Hollow Bastion, but that center platform is great for teleport canceling.
Yeah, I love that sort of movement, dude. Teleport cancels are so sick. And seeing a fast-paced character like Palu get some good use out of that is so sick, dude. Right
this
now,
stock is very even. Both players want this game 3.
Yeah, they have not like gone anywhere close to getting a kill here, it seems.
Nearly
They're
2
playing
minutes
so
off the
safe
clock.
right now.
Yeah. Wow, we are watching, like, it hasn't felt like 2 minutes because these guys are engaging fairly consistently. They're just doing so at a much slower pace than we've seen.
He fell out of that nair like 4 times, dude.
More aerials and moves coming out. Finally, that up air at 170 post hit going to be the thing that does it in for Mr. E. And that's the first kill at 2 minutes and 15 seconds into the game.
That's wild, man.
It's Palu Lucina on Smashville. That's kind of crazy.
It's crazy, too. You don't even think of Paul or like either of these characters as like struggling to kill or whatever. But I mean, I guess when you play like safe like that, like it can be really difficult for anyone to find a kill on you.
I do think as well, Lucina, I mean, being a clone, there's a little bit of arthritis that'll come into the picture. Palu, I feel like, has some of that problem too, where you can become reliant on the stray hits, and particularly the last hits of a lot of your stray hits. The last hit of up air, the last hit of neutral air, the last hit of your second stock going the way of Mr. E.
Yeah, right now, almost looking like a repeat of game 1 here. If Mr. E can keep some of this momentum going, but still Jen struggling to get any sort of hits in, killing or otherwise here.
It's really interesting to watch. Mr. E played so carefully and safe in that starting first stock here, and now, just as quick as that second stock disappeared in under a minute, turned the Jets on now that we got that opening.
Yeah, you can tell Jen's patience is kind of running like thin here, and Mr. E taking really good awareness of that and taking really good use out of that by just not really playing lane, but more so just like playing patient, just playing like really spacing oriented here. Like we're seeing a lot of fade back like aerials, just trying to poke at him. And the second that he approaches a little bit too weirdly, like those dash attacks on shield, he could very easily just punish it there. And that dash attack not going to get punished though. Finally catching the mark there and getting the stock at like 150, I think it was.
maybe even higher than that. The question is if it's too little too late. We are getting some decent damage done on the start of the second stock here, but you have a full other stock to make up the difference for. There is a lot of hill to climb left for Jen here, and not a lot of opportunities to slip and fall down the mountain. Mr. E hunting like a mountain lion right now, and every hit feels like it's closer to disaster.
Barely missing the tech chase there. That would have been it for sure, but right now Jen still barely staying alive right here. 119. It's not looking too great, but getting the backer. Wait a minute.
This is over.
I'm not saying it's impossible, but
Palu is good at racking up low percent damage quickly. If we got a good nair chain across the stage, like I mentioned at the start here, okay, that wasn't quite it. Mr. E smart enough to DI to the platform, but the up air chain's juggling you higher into the air at 44%. Hey, 100% difference, but you can still make that up and get that kill, especially now that you're nearing that max rage.
hey, Forder, not going to kill just yet. Maybe getting a ledge trap. F-tilt still not going to kill 170. I do feel like up throw now finally gets the kill here, and now down air out of shield. Okay.
Smashville's the small stage, right? It's the one where everyone's supposed to die early.
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. I could be a little bit wrong.
Because I think every stock we saw there went, maybe not Jen's second stock, but I think every other stock there went above 150.
I think you
that is
might
the
be right.
longest Smashville game I've seen in a while.
No, that was crazy to see. Let's see, what's the stage here? Battlefield, wait.
Okay, hold on.
We might get it.
If Jen gets the win and bans Smashville, then I think we get it. I think there's a chance. All right, I'm rooting for Jen, not because I'm a biased commentator, because I kind of just want to see it happen. Because I haven't seen that happen in forever.
Lock the hell in, Jen. Come on. You don't understand what's at stake.
56 and 59%. It's even. A lot. About as even, actually, as we saw in that last game, at the start at least. The problem here is whether or not Jen is going to lose that first stock and not be able to climb back up again.
Okay, the ledge shopping here. Not going to get anything too crazy off of it. Now swapping positions, getting the down tilt, catching the ledge hang, but... Oh, is that going to do it? Yeah, there it is.
Costly mistake to make. Has tried mixing up the double jumps with the ledge get up attacks, which has worked out sometimes, but not in situations like that. Very laggy option to go for and a big punish coming out, which you can't really do at ledge against Lucina.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really think about her side B killing as early as, like, you know, Martha, not even close to Royce, but it still gets the job done, and with a laggy option like that ledge get up attack, just making quick work of that stock.
Jen doing a good job of stabilizing, though. Has built up more percent on Mr. E. Not too far down yet. Looking for a little bit more, but as I say that, a quick few up airs get some damage done. It's these quick hits that do the work for Lucina. Stray hits here and there will slowly, you know, death by 1,000 cuts, take that stock away.
Right, back throw, not going to kill just yet, but still looking too great for Gen here. I don't feel like we're going to get the game 5 that we've been wanting here.
Not doing it either at 143 post hit.
There we
Backer
go.
will take it. A different form of the shield will take it through. 82% to make up. Jen really has to lock down and get some good damage going, and that's exactly what you want to see out the gates. 45, fresh on the stock.
A little bit more even before. All right, not a good F tilt there, making some pretty quick work out of this stock right here. Might be able to get the kill. Okay, got stuck
Looking
off stage.
for it.
Oh,
Still
barely missed
hasn't
a
taken a hit on this stock as well. I want to point that out. Jen has not taken a hit yet.
Yeah, he's been playing super evasive here. It's almost like the playstyles we saw before have just completely swapped over to each other. Like now, Mr. E's the one kind of playing a little bit impatient here.
Yeah, I think Mr. E just wants to close it out, and that's not the thing you can go for. Hey, we saw DK do it. I think Palu can do it too.
Like I said, the universal kill confirm there. If you have a spike, you can easily confirm into smash attack like that there. But again, trying to play a little bit evasive using the platform teleport cancels. Just make some space for himself to get an easier way to land.
Ooh. Jen has really roared back with this second stock. More and more damage being racked onto Mr. E. Has not lost the second stock. Only taken 40% since putting Mr. E on his second stock. That's a really, really strong comeback.
He's been making some really good use out of those, even the top platform too, like going for a full hop into, like just going straight onto the other edge of the platform, barely missing the kill there. That could have been it. Still, again, in a pretty good position here. Again, using the platform teleport cancel, dude. He's been making, like, dude, that's just been the crux of his neutral right here.
It's been a lot of strong gameplay for sure. Back air's coming through as well. Up till finally taking the stock off here. Mr. E can make this comeback, but I can see in that player cam very locked in right now, wants to be able to do it and stave off the threat of a game 5.
Yeah, it doesn't seem that Mr. E shares the same sort of vision that we do.
And look at this, it's coming through in spades. That vision for a new world is being put in motion. Oh, I thought that was going to be it, the attempted 1-frame spike, but it doesn't come through. Instead, Palutena's the one that finds it in the up air, puts it to game 5.
It might happen.
It could happen. It could happen.
Oh my god.
Come on. Come on. Come on.
I've never wanted anything more in my life.
It's Hollow and Smashville are the 2 stages that we saw so far Mr. E won on, I think.
Yeah.
And we saw right. Small and Battlefield as well. Okay. So anything that's not those.
Come on. Come on. No! We got Town. We saw Town in game 1.
We did see Town game 1. So close. And yet so far.
Where have we fallen, chat?
Well, as it stands, this stage working out better for Jen on the second time around. Already getting 59% to lead off his stock. Only sitting on 35 with the Palutena.
Okay. Using Shield Breaker off a ledge. Pretty interesting there. Right now. Still playing a little bit of that patient neutral on both sides right here.
Alright, Forwardtilt's coming through. More ledge guarding pressure. The percents have evened out now. Mr. E finds a side special, but the wider blast zones do give an option for Jen to get back in the platform as well, giving you salvation to jump to. Works around. Evasive was a good word for it when you brought it up before, because that is what we're seeing from Jen right now.
Yeah, I mean, Palu's airspeed isn't really talked about much, but it is one of the fastest airspeeds in the game, and just making some really good use out of that. Right here. Okay, not gonna get the explosive flame. But still having Mr. E stuck at ledge, but unfortunately not gonna punish the rising fair. Still gonna be staying on to this first stock a little bit longer. Not gonna get punished by the explosive flame. A whole lot of nairs on the shield.
Yeah, nairs and explosive flames are the name of the game right now. All of this game plan just to keep you set up.
Right, and good double up there. Adding on a little bit more percent on the second stock here.
More than a little, 54% already. Only sitting at 100 and a great retreating air dodge, getting you back to stage and a punch for the up smash sent out as well. Jen really getting locked down by Mr. E right now. We're seeing why this stage worked out so well in that first game.
You're not going to get the back air there. Still playing really, really good at ledge here. Just not really... Oh, just waiting for the perfect opportunity to go back to center. And there it is, that down smash with getting the up smash. And that's going to be the first stock. I mean, there's a bit of a percent deficit here, but again, like you said, with those nair trains, it can be very easy to make it back here.
Especially on Town and City. This is a good stage for Palu too. Don't let the fact that Lucina's winning distract you from the fact that Palu also does really well on this stage, and a nice little down tilt back air to pop you away. Gets more percent built on the board. The up tilt not high enough to kill even on the platform. Air dodge going to keep you safe from the down tilt check chase setup, but the up air will finally close off that stock. And Jen, one more stock on winner's side here. Will you use it to get into top 8, or are you going to fall just short of the prize?
Let's see here. Oh, really... Oh my gosh, really risky up smash there. I don't really agree with the score there, but still, again, still staying a little bit in the driver's seat there. Not going to punish the air dodge. He's been catching those so often. Like, he's been putting himself in positions to catch the air dodges and then not punishing it. So I guess he's just waiting for the perfect opportunity to let it strike, and I feel like Game 5 might be the opportunity here.
Trades, but does not get anywhere further for Jen. Gets back to stage safely. The dash attack will catch, but not kill on Town. Parries the shield breaker in a good time to do that. Dolphin Slash gets you back to stage safely. Another dash attack sends out in the way, but not enough to kill. Tilted Slane's on ledge. Doesn't do anything. E waits it out. Waiting for an option in an opening. Jen can't find it, and E slowly racking up percent, but finally going to get shut down by the back air as we are on last stock apiece. But Jen, 94% deficit, has to make that up quickly.
Oh, with these tech chases here, it's going to be really easy to make this, to get the stock here. Every single time he gets hit by that, it's a 33% chance that you're just getting sent to losers here.
Here we go, though. That's an opening. Looking for the spike. We saw it. Not going to get the timing quite right. Mr. E, more opportunities on the hunt. Does get back. Retreats to the platform for safety. Some nairs. Get some damage built up. Another grab. Resets the situation. Forward air, back air. Is that it?
No!
Oh my god! Unbelievable!
He died like 60!
That's a max rage Palu for you, baby. Jen, a second upset in a row. First over Thugs, now over Mr. E. A paragon of consistency. Just getting shaken just enough to let the Palus slip into top 8 on winner's side.
Jesus. What the hell was that conversion, dude? Off of the Town and City platform. Right when you least expect it. Finally, like, turn out the Jets like you said, and that's going to be, again, moving on to winner semis to fight Zomba. Damn, what a set.
That was, like, just amazing play by Jen. I can't wait till this replay gets to the point where we can see that back, because that was a hell of a last stock.
That was insane, dude. How do you even find that? How do you even, like...
like, you DI the down throw in, which is the one thing you can't really do against Palu, but Mr. E caught slacking in that moment, and Jen took advantage of it.
Yeah, chat talking about it there with the the DIing down throw wrong, of course. Like you're saying, like I was saying before with playing this character since 2019. You gotta learn how to DI that down throw eventually. Come on.
One of these days. One of these days. Once a new Smash game comes out, though, like, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But, you know, we've probably got, like, another year and a half at least. So, it might be worth investing a little time. God, and that comeback, too. The spike up air. Jen really fought in these last two games to get that back.
Yeah, they both played absolutely amazing here. Jen had some really explosive moments throughout this set, man. I think that's kind of what the nail in the coffin was. I mean... You're talking about, like, how consistent Mr. E is, and that might have been to his detriment here, not really going for any of those, like, super high-risk options here. I mean, like, low-risk options are good, don't get me wrong, but I feel like you go for them so many times, it's just going to become a little bit predictable. And it seems like Gen made some really good use out of that.
And that high moment there, I love that air dodge, too. Just barely getting to safety, the up air trading, taking that stock away. And again, this is where it got down to the wire. 2 stocks to take on your last stock, and the Nair train across the stage. 1, 2, grab, down throw, DI'd in, and yeah, too far away for anything at that point. Caught by the weak hit of forward air into the strong hit of Bear. That was really solid.
Did you even notice the face cam? He was just like, whatever. Like, he's just like, no emotion. Could not care less.
All right. Yeah,
he just
neither of them cared. Neither of them reacted to that. That was a crazy comeback, and neither one of them was like, yeah, that was impressive. They were just like, yeah, no, that's Tuesday. That's the office.
Dude, I gotta sell that. I gotta